What's poppin'? Okay, so I would live stream this, but I'm a little scared because I'm doing things that have to do with environment variables and like secrets. And so just so that I can take a look at it after, I'm pre-recording this one, but from now on, all new dev work that I have to do for Brev, I'm going to be doing as live streams. So tune into those ones. But let's get started. So pretty much like, what am I doing? When you run something, so if you have a React app, you're going to use npm run start to spin up the local server, or npm run build if you're going to build the server in production. Those scripts are all defined in the package.json. So this is what start does. It's going to run the React scripts start. Sometimes you might have an environment variable file. So in this case, for our Brev docs, I made one called .env.example. And we're using doc search from Algolia for our search. The Brev CLI is open sourced. So it has an API ID, an app ID, and an API key. And I hid those for the sake of this since I'm recording. But I want to be able to use this file to populate those environment variables when we run start. So that way I can actually, like part of the build process and deploy, we can actually use these without having to commit them to our code base. So I'm going to follow how my co-founder Alec has done it in our other repos and implement that myself into the Brev docs. So Brev Environments UI is actually our front end. And again, if you don't know, Brev is a dev tool that makes it really easy to create your create dev environments and share them with people. And so this is my dev environment that I'm in right now. It's called BrevBox and has a couple repos in it. And I'm on a 4x16 machine. And so this UI is the Brev Environments UI repo, which is this guy. So I'm using this thing called env command. And so if I look up env command, this is what Alec used to set up, pretty much, to my understanding, allows us to load in environment variables and pass those into part of our our build steps. So I just did a command search for where we use it. And it looks like it's just an npm package. So I should be able to just npm install env command. And nice. So now I have env command. This actually might be like really easy. I'm kind of hoping it is. Env command -f. So I'm going to open up the, what's it called? Package.json. Nice. So that's been added as part of the dev step. We just need env command -f for file, I'm assuming. What did I call it? .m.example. Cool. And then next dev. Yeah, we're using Next.js on our for our docs. Shout out Tailwind. Okay. Let's test it. I'll kill this and npm run dev -p. I like to run the docs on port 3001 because their UI is typically on port 3000. And let's see how this works. Okay, this seems to be working. Nice. Where do we use actually like anything? So I think I can just do process.env, and what I'll do is I'll open up the index file. Not this one. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one. I just want to do a console log. Where's our pages? Oops. Nice. So I'm just gonna open up. I just want like a random page on page load. I'm going to do a quick console log. Console.log. Nader, look here. Cool. Nope, that's not what I want, but thank you. Process.env. Oops. Nice. API key, yeah. Let's just add the index name. Cool. Yeah, let's see if that works. Sick. So notice I can now pass in the API keys from an environment variable file. Maybe I'll make another video about what to do, essentially like how to safely pass these between your teams so you're not just like sending them over Slack. things like that. If you're curious, something that Brev does, when you create an environment, you can actually add environment variables and secrets. So every Brev environment already has these added. That works really well for dev. You still have to figure out how to add it for prod. Again, those could be added in as a file. That's typically what we do for like our AWS credentials. And yeah, you can add those on just for the environment, for the entire org, or like your personal. But maybe I'll make a video like showing the trade-offs. But anyways, so this seems to work. It wasn't that long of a thing to build. And I'm going to now stop recording so that I can go and add real values for this and ship this. Cool. Thank you. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know if there's other stuff you'd want to see me do. But I'm probably going to prioritize stuff that Brev needs me to do. But yeah, see ya. Cool. So I just added the environment variables and it seems to all work. I'm going to close this file out so that I don't open it up by accident. But notice I just loaded it in on any part of the build step or the deploy step. And so now running the server, if I open this up, just ignore these errors, they're kind of annoying. I'll see this little search thing and it works. So if I look up like install CLI or Brev's cost optimizer tool, I can kind of open this up and it works. Some next steps, nice. Something I don't like, whoa, oh, that's funny, it linked to the actual site. Ooh, I'm getting a call, 1 second. Custom, give me 5. So some things I don't like, the search kind of is not on the same line as everything else. And then when I scroll, that's kind of annoying. So I'm going to add a few things. I want to, 1, push this down a little bit. And then 2, when you start to scroll, I want to add a blur or some sort of background to the back of this. So let's go ahead and do that. This component is the header. So let me see how I do this. Because I kind of don't remember. It's probably here. Nice. And then is there anything that's pushing? Let's see how these are set. So I'm just looking to see where there's like a padding and why that padding is not being set here. Margin Y, oops, margin top like 5 pixels. Oh, wait, so they are on the same line here. Am I missing something? It might be this tailwind thing. No, I don't like that. Okay. Oh, did I add stuff here? Oh, this is all my bad. I had this, which we don't want anymore. Initially, when we didn't have Algolia crawling our site yet, I put some like help text there. Okay, cool. So actually just removing that help text I put already aligned this. So that's fine now. Algolia is freaking awesome, by the way. And I'm really glad that they're crawling our CLI, especially because the CLI itself is open source. How do we get that background? So that's part of header. Is there a background on this? Dark backdrop blur. Yeah, so they seems to like want to do that. And they already have the is scrolled. Oh. Why did I have that commented out? This might have like already been done. Oh, nice. I wonder why I commented that out. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you're curious on how this happened, pretty much there's a use effect here with a function called onScroll, and set scroll is just held as a state hook. There's an event listener, which you kind of have to do this since this is a thing that is changing. And yeah, so that just gets set to true. And when it is, then we start to add this backdrop of a blur, which is all we really want. We don't really want like a whole anything fancy. Cool. I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm just going to send it. Added blur to the background of the header. Align the search. Git push. We actually usually don't use branches. I sometimes stray from that compared to our team, just because I am my dev work kind of like I'm usually focused on like sales and marketing, and so I don't want to hold the team back with like a half-assed feature if it's on main and unprotected. Cool. And behind, git pull. Cool. That's pushing, and it'll be deploying. And so in like 2 minutes, we will have search. Awesome. Thank you.